Hi everybody, it's John Bice with eXp Real Estate and the Florida for Boomers Network. Hey, today we did a video for something that's close to my heart. You may have seen one of my emails that go out, and on my email signature it says, I love somebody with autism. Well, I have a 27-year-old son with autism, and I sit on the board for a school right here in Lakewood Ranch. It's called Beyond the Spectrum. Not a lot of people know about it, but it's doing amazing things. They have 100 students there, and as I said, I sit on the board, and we're growing, and we're looking to expand as much as we can. So I did an interview today with Laura Carpenter, the executive director, who I have to say is doing an absolutely amazing job. And we just talk about the school, where it was founded, how it was founded, where we're heading. So I hope you enjoy this. I talk to parents all the time that either have a child, a friend with somebody with autism, they have a grandchild with autism. So if you're considering moving to this area, or maybe you live in this area, Beyond the Spectrum is definitely something to look into for sure. I wish I would have known about it when my son was of school age. Didn't even know it existed at the time. So we love to be out in the community. We love to support nonprofits like Beyond the Spectrum. So check out our video and let me know if you have questions. Hey, so as I said, I'm here with Laura Carpenter today, and we're at Beyond the Spectrum, again, located right in the heart of Lakewood Ranch. So Laura, how long has the school actually been around?
John, we've been in existence here for 15 years in Lakewood Ranch.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So how did Beyond the Spectrum, I do sit on the board, but a lot of these questions I don't even know. Mm-hmm. So who founded it? How did it become a school? What's the history?
Right. I think, there were a small group of parents many years ago that were looking for an alternative for their children, a family-centered approach in terms of taking care of the entire family. And Chris and Catherine Peabody were the founders of this school and worked very hard for many years to get it off the ground. And so it was just a very small grassroots kind of organization that got the school started.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I know it's developed over the years from the school, and now there's separate parts for separate kids. So
Right.
Can you explain
Right.
that a little bit?
I can, yeah. We have a real diverse population here. Our ages range from 4 years of age up to 25 years of age
Wow.
now.
Wow.
So that's a diverse population. We have students with autism, Down syndrome. We have social and emotional issues. We have all kinds of, we just run the gambit of diagnoses that we handle here at the school. And we have a young learners program where those kids are coming in getting ready to learn how to learn. And they're up through age 10, 11. Mm-hmm. And then we branch into two different programs depending on the student's needs. We have an educational program that is a diploma seeking. We are an accredited high school here on our campus, which kind of is a well-kept secret that we can actually issue a diploma. So we have a middle school and a high school for our educational needs. And then we also have another area that's more for our classic autism. We focus on sensory needs, communication, positive behavioral role models, mm-hmm. those types of things, right. Life skills, daily skills. Right. And we have just this year, out of the need that we're seeing for our families, for my own family, you have a son who is now an adult, mine is as well, and we've kicked off our day adult program. And so we're really excited about that. And so that will be serving 22 and over, and we expect that to grow, but we're really excited about that addition to what we offer.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have a adult son. who's 27 years old with autism, completely dependent on somebody being there all the time for food, for bathing, everything. And honestly, when Garrett, my son, was going through the school system, he was in public school until he reached 9th grade. I didn't know Beyond the Spectrum was here, or I would have been here, so it's definitely grown by leaps and bounds. Fortunately, I found another public school in Sarasota County. It was called Oak Park. It was good, but not nearly as detailed as Beyond the Spectrum. So what's kind of the growth path for the school, and what are you projecting out, and what's in the future?
We want to grow, and we need to grow. There's definitely a need in our community for more services, and I think you were right. We are quite a bit different than the public schools. Our classroom ratios are usually, we're kept at 1 to 4, 1 teacher to 4 students, which is
awesome.
Which is unheard of in a public setting. We also encompass occupational therapy, speech therapy, music therapy, dance, and art with our kids. Every week they get these therapies at no extra charge. And we also have our in-house ABA clinic that we created just a few years ago that's kicked off, and it's very busy, where they come in and apply ABA therapies. So in terms of our growth pattern, I think we would like to be able to serve more families. We feel like we've got a pretty good handle on providing a lot of services under one roof, but we would like to have either another location or an adjacent location. We have wait lists for both our school and our ABA clinic, and I think we would just like to be able to offer more services to more families.
Yeah. So I was a single dad going through this with my son, and if we've got parents out there that are seeing this, they're just beginning this process, what is kind of a path that they should take maybe to get here, or where should they start? And it's always in parents' thought pattern, like, how do I afford this? So what's some things that we can help people with to kind of start thinking, I need to do this?
Exactly, because funding is such an important piece for families. And what they can do is, there's a website that you can start with, and it's stepupforstudents.org. So it's SUFS.org. And there you can apply for the FESUA scholarship that now pays for a good bit of tuition for kids to attend here. You no longer have to complete 1 year of public school like our kids had to do. They've taken that away. You no longer have to have a formal diagnosis from a doctor to get this funding. And so you go through the application process and receive that funding. It does come and go quickly. There's a wait list right now for next year's funding, but it is out of the state of Florida, and it's a huge help. They're paying about $10,000 per student right now, which is a huge help. There's also other scholarships out there, and we're hoping to be offering some type of a scholarship program in the future. And so it's FESUA scholarship at SUFS.org is a great place for a family to get started.
That's awesome. As I know, our population of kids with autism is just exploding. I know Garrett was diagnosed, and it was 1 in 180 children at that point. And I think it has gone to, with boys in particular, it's 1 in 31 now.
That's right.
So we have this huge amount of the population coming through and growing, and where can these kids go? And fortunately, I found something a few years ago where Garrett goes to basically an adult daycare place. So I'm very fortunate there, because it allows me to work during the days. And so if they want to reach out, Laura, what should they do? Should they email the school? Should they call the school? What's the number for the school? What can we do? Okay,
definitely reach out to us. And we like to be a community resource as well. Even if Beyond the Spectrum isn't the perfect fit for you, we have a wonderful website at beyondthespectrum.org that we like to think of can be a source. It's a resource for community things that your child can benefit from. So check out our website at beyondthespectrum.org, and feel free to call the school here at Beyond the Spectrum, and it's 941-907-3443. and one of us in admin will pick up and we'll happily take your call. We get calls every day from families needing placement, and there's just a quick intake process that we do. An intake paperwork is filled out, and then we like to do an assessment with the student and the family and see where the best fit is, because we want to make sure everybody's in a good spot. So feel free to reach out, email, our website, or give us a call. We'll be happy to help you with any kind of community needs that you need as well.
That's awesome. And I can't emphasize, the earlier you get your child in a place like Beyond the Spectrum, the better. And they could go through their whole school system right here until age 22. Then they go over to the adult program. So highly recommend the school. And again, it's located right here, and you have parents driving from all over the place.
We do. We've got some folks coming from South Charlotte County and as far as St. Petersburg and way east, almost out of the county. So, and West Bradenton is a little bit of a drive with traffic as well. So people do travel to come here, and we appreciate that families put their trust in us, and we take it very seriously.
Well, that's awesome. So reach out to Laura in the school if you have questions. We're here, as I said, I'm on the board, so we're always doing things to get out into the community, make it known that Beyond the Spectrum is here, trying to do fundraisers with golf tournaments and things like that. So if you got any questions about the school, reach out, and they'll be more than happy to get the whole process started. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.